Every type of metal bassist, the thrash bassist. You didn't choose the pick chose you. You live in a trailer park. Your right hand is a sewing machine running between 210 and 280 beats per minute on monster energy and unresolved anger. You learned bass by trying to keep up with early Metallica and immediately realized something. Nobody can actually hear what you're playing. Doesn't matter. You're still alternate picking eighth notes so aggressively that your elbow sounds like popcorn. You own cargo shorts, high-top sneakers, and at least one bass with EMGs because they cut through the mix. They don't. The death metal bassist. You spent €3,000 on a ding wall. It has fan frets, multi-scale, dark glass, neural DSP, custom pickups. Nobody knows because your bass tone is literally the same frequency as the rhythm guitars. You tell people you can hear the difference. No one believes you. Your main job is following blast beats while pretending the drummer isn't trying to kill you. You practice them at 260 beats per minute and call it mid-tempo. If someone compliments your bass tone, you immediately explain your entire signal chain. Nobody asked. The black metal bassist. You intentionally sound horrible and cheap. Actually, you spent thousands perfecting the sound. Your bass has zero low end. Your amp is pointed at the wall. Your favorite note is tremolo, picking the open E string until your fingers stop working. Your stage props costs more than your instrument because they need to be transported still alive. You own 6 copies of Philosopheme and insist it's about the atmosphere. In reality, it's about fantasizing about ending your bandmate's life to make the fans call you cult. The doom metal bassist, finally. A genre where bass is heard, mostly because you're carrying the entire band. Your average note lasts longer than most pop songs. The riff starts. You play one note. Look at your pedal board. Drink some coffee. Check your emails. The note is still ringing. Your bass weighs 14 kilograms. It's tuned somewhere near seismic activity. Your fuzz pedal has enough gain to summon ancient gods. And somehow, you're still late. The prog metal bassist. Congratulations, you've made bass playing feel like filing taxes. You own a 6-string bass because 4 strings are limiting. Every rehearsal starts with, "So I wrote this in 17/16. Nobody wanted that. Your biggest flex isn't speed. It's saying things like, "The modulation in bar 84 represents emotional conflict." It's a song about dragons. Relax. The metalcore bassist. Your rehearsal involves more laptops than amplifiers. Half your rig is firmware updates. The other half is RGB lights. You hit exactly 4 notes during the breakdown. The entire crowd loses their minds. Your bassist heroes aren't bassists anymore. They're producers. Every Instagram post is black and white. The symphonic metal bassist. Nobody knows you're there. Not because you're bad. Because you're competing with 3 guitar tracks, a 90-piece orchestra, 2 choirs, 600 keyboard layers, a soprano singing in Old Latin. Your job is emotional support. You hold down root notes while everyone else wins Oscars. You're basically the unpaid intern of the arrangement. The gent bassist. Your low string could communicate with whales. You own more plugins than songs. Everything is perfectly quantized. Every note is surgically edited. Your bass has more strings than you have friends. Half your practice consists of muting strings. The other half is arguing online about whether tone comes from pickups or impulse responses. The power metal bassist. You're the happiest person in metal, which immediately makes everyone suspicious. Your songs are about dragons, kings, magic swords, dragons with magic swords. Your isolated tracks sound like pop-punk, but nobody notices. You smile on stage. You secretly wanted to play in a European folk band, and it shows. Of course, every metal bassist insists their subgenre is the hardest. The truth? Nobody hears any of us anyway, except the doom bassist. He's still holding the first note from 5 minutes ago.